I still love. This is my favorite fun fact about Kaz. That Ravens Cup he played, where he 2-0'd Innovation, and then he said, "I didn't think I'd be able to beat Innovation, so I actually already made other plans."
Oh god, this okay. There we go. Scarlett fixed her race.
Well, I mean, Scarlett off racing, that would be a treat.
It's not unheard of.
No, it is not. Okay, Trap won game 1. I'm getting confirmation.
Yep.
And speaking of confirmation, here we have it in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Zen LE. Gotta be calm. You gotta be so calm. You calm, you'll calm. You get it? You just gotta calm. Like SKT. Calm. The Red Protoss over in the bottom left. He is currently in the Jenner house. We've covered him quite a bit in these ESL Pro Tours, and definitely in 2020. Well, throughout 2019, but especially in 2020, he is looking to be up there as the top Protoss player to look out for. We have, representing Jenner Green Wings, Jaguar, all the way in Korea, it is Trap.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Zen LE, we have the Zerg player representing Canada, living in Korea, as well as representing Team Newbie. It is Scarlett. Mate.
Mate.
Oh boy, does he see this? Hold on, let's have a look. He has no idea. Oh, but the probe!
Oh, he has to see it now. Now he does. Now he sees it. He's gonna have to wall this off completely.
Oh my god.
He does. This is a little bit of a patchwork. Not really patchwork, but panic sort of wall. Not as good a wall as it could be, but he is pressed for time.
It's a little bit unfortunate that Scarlett's hatchery was scouted so early, and now the Zealot is already going to start working on it.
As sixlings do start to run into Trap side of the map, 2 shield batteries are going to pop out, and with the Zealot, Trap should be able to hold this. But again, if it was just the hatchery, Trap would be good. But it's a hatchery and these lings.
That it is. Now Scarlett, she's gonna have to do her best with these lings to maybe try and catch these Zealots. But again, 2 shield batteries are on the way, and they're gonna help so much with this defense.
That they will. Man, I don't know has the advantage right now. I would imagine Trap. He not only has the defender's advantage and the shield batteries already down and a bunch of units out, but it's also Trap. He's known for defending pretty well.
Yeah, being a little bit conservative with his Zealots. You know, he could potentially be attacking the hatchery right now with them, but he's kind of being a little bit safe. He doesn't want to get caught out by those lings. He wants to be in range of the shield batteries. Has to be careful with the stalkers.
Does 2 sentries, stalkers already out, and this is a massive clump of Zerglings, but they can't quite get the surrounds that you normally want to get with these Zerglings.
Oh.
Spike crawlers are already out, and look at this nice surround, not quite getting in through the wall. Scarlett doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't end up getting the surround off that she wanted. She's just trying to find that opportunity to pounce in.
Time here for the spine crawlers, but with 4 shield batteries.
Yeah, the spine's
not looking good.
Yep, she's committed. She's got a surround on the Zealots.
Does have a surround on the Zealots and does take out a shield battery. These shield batteries are rapidly depleting of energy, but the wall still holds. This is still a good position for Trap to be with his units.
Yeah, she's busting through those slowly but surely. She killed all the Zealots. She's gonna be able to clean up both of these shield batteries as well. But 2 more shield batteries are being thrown down by Trap.
They're just about gonna be finished on time. And look at this wall. This is not just a wall, this is a funnel. Trap has mastered making sure that Scarlett cannot get optimal
beautiful
surface area here. Look, this is man, when people say that Trap is a defensive Protoss or a master of defense, this is what they mean.
But the Cyber Core is exposed and it will be going down, so Trap will have to make a backup.
Just gonna be that he will. It's just gonna be Zelts for the time being, but the Cyber Core is still alive for the time being. Trap is self-supply capped. He cannot get the units if he wanted to. Oh, does go up, but at the cost of the Cyber Core, which is Zelts being warped in. But I don't know. I don't know, Kev. I don't know.
I'm a little bit worried because these 3 spines, you know, they're getting kind of low. Like, there are reinforcing lings, but no more queens, no more spines either. And these shield batteries more have finished up now on the right-hand side. With the surround, though.
Does get the surround, and things are getting increasingly worrisome for our red Protoss player. I think this might just be the beginning of the end. The Zerglings are trying to get through the wall.
There's no more energy.
Trap is not allowing that to happen. No more energy, and everything is starting to go down. The spines are still up and healthy.
Yeah. Scarlett, she's breaking through slowly but surely. There it is.
GG. Scarlett ties up that series sideways, 1-1. Ooh, that's a way to come back.
Yeah, GG, well played. I'm kind of surprised that Trap didn't throw down like a backup cybernetics core after that. Like, he could only spawn in or warp in zealots, and yeah, again, like, just because of how aggressive Scarlett was being, the shield batteries eventually ran out of health, and none of the spines went down. Those same 3 spines were the only spines that were used throughout the game, and they all survived. Same with that queen. If any of them had been sniped earlier, then potentially we would have seen a different game, but they all made it throughout the game. Hey.
I agree.
Here we go.
All right, we are gonna go into our ace match right here. I love it. Everyone's in. The casters are kind of losing it here in ESL channel.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite a spectacle.
Are we gonna see it, Mage? I think Mage. He's calling for a cannon rush.
Ooh. Mage. I'm not sure inciting cheese like this is legal.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Meanwhile, who do we have in here? It does look like, you know, he did this last time. It does look like Maddox did raid Crank and did stop streaming, as, you know, once we reach the semifinals, we all cast the same thing. So he does want to support Crank. So shout out to Maddox for doing that.
Nodding my head in agreement here.
Yeah, meanwhile, we do have the English casters. We do have Chicken Man as well, as Zombie Grub. And we have a Spanish caster, I believe, in Aquario.
Yeah, not to be confused with... What was his name again?
Aquarion?
Aquarion. No, I'm thinking of the other Spanish caster.
Oh, it's
BFA.
Enki?
Enki, that's the one. Although I suppose if I can't remember the name, then I won't really have trouble confusing them.
Aquarion being an actual pro player from Spain.
Accurate. But speaking of confusion, here we have it. The player who might be a little bit confused of that build earlier on, might not, but he's definitely got something planned here. It is going to be our red Protoss representing Jin Green Wings, Jaguar, as well as the Republic of Korea. Everybody give it up now for the player who's made it to multiple finals and now looking like he might be in trouble and might not make it to another. Can he, though? It is spawning in the top right-hand corner of the map. Once again, our red Protoss player, it's Trap.
AKA Barcode. And in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the Canadian player living in Korea. Representing Team Newbie, it is Scarlett. not proxying.
Yeah.
No.
It'd be actually going hatch first as well. It's shaping up to be quite a bit of a different game.
Yeah, switching things up, you know, changing gears, proxying in game number 2. Game number 3 does go for a more macro-oriented build, which I quite like. We do have Xenodactyls pointing out that, you know, Trap probably should have thrown down a Robo at some point to help bust out from that contain. I probably agree. like Trap definitely was missing something. You could argue that Trap was overconfident and was like you know,
I figured the opposite.
You think Trap wasn't overconfident?
I think the opposite, actually. He was throwing down so many safety shield batteries, so many backup pylons, that I think it actually indicates that he wasn't overconfident. He was a little bit shaken.
Kind of. I would say that his approach at defending that was what was overconfident, in that he thought that he didn't need a Robo to deal with it. He's like, I can do this with just shield batteries and gateway units.
Right.
And he couldn't.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Okay, we do have a Twilight Council coming down from Clap.
Yeah. From Tarp.
That we do. Okay, so, you know, we could see a variety of things. You could see Glaives come out for Adepts. We could see Blink for...
that's usually what's indicative of Twilight before Robo. That's not to say that it's not going to be Blink or Charge, but usually you get the Twilight early on, then you get the Robo. It's usually going to be Glaives.
Yeah. That is what we typically see. We also see a Robo coming down from Trap as well. I imagine we're going to be seeing a Warp Prism come out to assist with whatever gateway tech he decides to go with. There it is, Glaives on the way.
Tic Tacs.
Meanwhile, you know,
shading right in, trying to get as good of a scout as he possibly can. The Zerglings are looking to deny this for the time being, though.
Ooh, nicely done. I think the Shades did spot the lair being morphed. No, they did not actually. Okay.
Did not.
Interesting.
Maybe a split second at the end. But yeah, that was pretty close. I don't think Trap will really notice that, but I'm not sure if it really matters in the end.
Yeah.
Trap should be guessing that a lair is coming down.
Still no scout from Scarlett. She does have a nice link spread though, so we'll be able to spot, I imagine, the Warp Prism once it heads out across the map.
Oh, look at this vision, yeah.
Yeah, nicely done. No direct main scout, but the Warp Prism does leave and it does get spotted by the Lings. Oh, does it? Scarlett, please, why are you running back?
It does.
Okay, it does.
Scarlett's running back to defend.
Okay. Nicely done.
And this should also align with the timing of Glaives warping in a bunch more Zealots.
Yep,
Zealots? No, Adepts. That's...
Yeah, and Scarlett already has a bunch of roaches defensively, so she should be okay depending on how she splits her roach count.
Yeah, that's really gonna be it. The Shade is gonna be off cooldown very, very quickly, like so. And once again, say it with me, the age-old saying: Shade goes in, Shade goes out. Trap actually losing quite a number of Adepts here. But he does manage to warp in a bunch more just to reinforce this, to make up for his losses, pretty much.
Yeah, he is still hitting that third base. He does cancel the Shade, not committing to that natural Shade in, but yeah, so far pretty good defense from Scarlett, only losing 6 workers, and the third is getting dangerously low.
It is, and the Adept number is getting dangerously high.
Yeah, it does look like the third will at least go down. There's the cancel, and the third, it's getting so low. I don't think, it's gonna go down.
There's that third and that recall. Nicely done by Trap. Will be able to put Scarlett so insanely behind in terms of economy as he builds up his forces back home. He's getting ready for his soul push. That's gonna be the follow-up here.
Yeah,
and Scarlett, she is looking to do counter damage. She has to do counter damage.
Yeah, again, and I don't know if she has enough, really, with this Immortal, potentially, if she gets into the high ground, but Scarlett being a little bit indecisive, and she will spot this Warp Prism coming out across the map. But did she see it, is the question.
well, she's getting defended up in her main. So it seems like she did.
Nice.
Pulls back the roaches because she realizes that she's going to have to defend against this. Something right here? I mean, get to see what it was.
Scarlett
right, it was a cancel warp.
Scarlett does have enough at home to defend, and unfortunately realizes that she doesn't have enough to pressure the third base. She's getting her own. I kind of want her to double expand, but we'll see, as she is getting a Spire instead.
Oh, that's definitely going to help out against the Warp Prism, but the main concern is going to be, does she have the resources? She is starting to bank up a bit of gas here. 7 Mutalisks are going to be on the way, and things could start to turn for Scarlett, especially considering the fact that Trap has basically no anti-air to speak of. He has a bunch of sentries and a Stalker. That's about it.
He does get a glimpse of the Mutalisks with this hallucination, and he will be able to spot the Spire. That he does.
The Warp Prism is vulnerable. The Warp Prism is vulnerable, and I think the Warp Prism is going to have to go down. There is no recall available right here for Trap.
Yep.
And there it goes.
There it goes. Trap. The Mutalisks are now revealed.
Yeah, Scarlett finally looking good to counterattack. Does have a pretty good force set up. Trap is trying to warp in a couple of Stalkers here. Is it going to be enough? It will deter the Mutalisks for the time being.
Oh, the natural is a little bit exposed though.
That it is. That it is.
Oh, the sentries as well. Oh god,
yeah, the sentries are getting sniped here. Guardian Shell or Guardian Shield will help for a little while, but now I think it. Actually, Scarlett getting some pretty good worker damage.
Yeah.
I thought it might be a little late for Trap.
Oh, she dives in for the sentry as well, and she gets it.
Yeah, she does. Meanwhile, this force over in the north side here for Scarlett, not quite hitting just yet.
Scarlett's going in for more sentry kills potentially, but there's shield barriers here as well, so it'll be so difficult to snipe them.
I think mostly Scarlett's just looking to distract the army. She's going in with a Roachling force, trying to get into this wall, but very quick reactions coming in from Trap will deny that with a quick little warp in.
Oh, I do like this though. Never mind, it gets denied. Scarlett was trying to trap those units in with changelings, but immediately Trap does clear them up.
Trap the units?
We do have Scarlett posturing with her Mutalisk, trying to find an angle to get in. The main is potentially exposed, does end up settling for a pylon.
That she in fact does. And the game is starting to slow down a little bit. Scarlett still poking in, trying to find a opening.
Well, what's important is that she's
really
right now she's containing Trap. Meanwhile, she's getting a fourth base up and running, which is quite nice. She really needs to catch up in the economy, and you know, containing Trap like this helps so much with that. And still, these Mutalisks, they're getting more and more damage done. They're sniping a couple of adepts here and there, trying to find angles to get into the main or snipe some sentries, which I think she's going for them. Yep, she's going for the sentries.
It is with the run by as well. It is targeting the sentries directly. The force fields do help out. But again, the sentries have just been sniped. The Immortals do get taken out, and this is still a very healthy Mutalisk count, but Trap has a heck of a lot of Stalkers available to him with Blink.
I mean, I feel like that's fine.
With them?
Like, she can just back off, and she got everything that she needed. She killed all the sentries, she killed all the Immortals, all the high-tech units, and now there's just gateway units.
The army supply, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a story that's basically all the story will tell. Scarlett is looking to pounce and go for the kill right now, and I think she might just about get it. Very aggressively blinks forward. Trap does.
Yeah, and again, like,
Scarlett backs away once again, but again, this is fine for Scarlett unless she allows Trap to build up the Phoenix count.
Yeah, I feel like these Phoenixes are a little bit too late though. There's so many mutas and only 2 Phoenixes. And again, like, this army, like, from Scarlett, it doesn't need to end the game. Like, it's already done the damage that it needs to do. She's just getting more and more ahead with the amount of, like, damage that she can do. And here we go. She goes into the natural. She's committing to this now.
That, in fact, she is. The wing commander starting to go down with all of these Phoenixes and all of these Stalkers. Is Scarlett being a little bit overzealous here? I would say no. The Roaches are really doing what they need to do.
There it
the
is.
Mutalist count is massive. GG is called. And Scarlett will be the first finalist of today's ESL Open Cup Asia as we go into our second semifinals. Another PVZ. Man, I do not know who I want to make it out of the semifinals. I want to see who will go toe-to-toe with Scarlett here. And honestly, I don't know if I want another ZvP or if I want Zest versus Scarlett.
Like, Scarlett 2-1ing Trap like that goes to show I'm excited now to see how Scarlett performs this year because she's in form. And Trap is one of the best Protoss players in the world. So if she can take on... Yeah, like, I'd love to see how she does against arguably a better Protoss in Zest right now. As Zest has shown to be, like, pretty dominant, especially in IEM. So...
Oh, absolutely. We covered Zest for in such an insanely long amount of time. He was absolutely in top form, dominating the brackets, dominating group stage, even taking out Cyril. That was absolutely huge. Sure, he lost to Rogue in the end, but I mean, that's Rogue. That's a player who will find your one weakness and just is going to be able to exploit that. And important to note, or maybe not important to note, yeah, it's not actually that relevant. Never mind. Never mind. I was going to say, Zest and Trap, they're going to face off on Wednesday, but I mean, that's not, you know.
I mean, they're not going to face each other, because
yeah,
Trap is already out.
Yeah, they're going to face each other today. Trap's taking out Scarlett.